Hey everybody, welcome back to 715 Outdoors. This is a real departure from our normal videos that you've seen us fishing and hunting and things like that. What I'm doing is I am building a guitar, and let me just tell you the story of how this whole thing came to be. I saw this guitar body on Facebook Marketplace with this Rio Grande bridge and this brass little tailpiece. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace for $25. Now the color of this Telecaster body is Pacific Blue. The reason I bought it is just because it's really cheap, and I've always kind of wanted to build a guitar, and now's my opportunity. And with the passing of Eddie Van Halen, I am going to make this a Van Halen tribute guitar. So, but here's what the plan is, okay? The plan tonight is to sand this body down and get it ready for painting. Then the next step after that is going to be, we have to route a channel in here for the neck so that we can do a truss rod adjustment on it if we need to. I have $25 invested in the body and the bridge, the saddles, and this brass, I don't know what you call this, but this is where the strings push through. So, I got this neck this weekend. This neck, the reason that I bought it is because it has a brass nut, which I was going to put on whatever neck that I got anyhow. But I don't know if the lighting shows just what great figuring, this has got great flaming on the back and even on the front of it. I suspect this is from a Squire Strat, but I don't know. The reason I don't know for sure is because of the brass nut. It looks like it was installed that way, the way that it came. So I paid $150 for this. I got this the switches, tone, volume, and selector switch for $40. And I have some tuners that I'm not sure are going to work yet, but these are Kluson style vintage tuners that I took off of my Strat when I put locking tuners on my Strat. So the tuners, they came with Fender tuners on it, and so I'm not sure. You know, the thing is, like, a couple of them don't tighten up quite right. So I have to look into what I'm going to do with the tuner situation. So anyhow, I am still, let's see, I'm just over $200 invested in this build. And so what we're going to do tonight, like I said, we're going to sand this body down and get it ready for painting. The Pacific Blue, as cool of a color as it is, just not my thing. Now, I haven't taken exact measurements and weight of this body, but I think this is a Chinese knockoff. So we can do whatever we want to this thing. The great thing about a build like this, it's guilt-free. We can do whatever we want. The neck, not only is it beautiful, it's got the brass nut, but it's in great shape. There's no sprouting. The frets, I gotta check the level on them, and I'll do that at setup, really. But and I'm gonna have to get dowels because these don't line up with the neck holes on the body. So I'm gonna have to get dowels, glue them in here, and so that I can basically have a fresh start with the neck to make sure it fits. But it's beautiful. I love it. I'm a big fan of it. Nice bonus, it's got this cool cobra stained into it. So with that said, let's move on to the sanding. I'll show you how we're gonna do it. All right, so Bucko is here. Evan is sanding. What we have here, we have several different grits of sandpaper. We're not stripping this back down to bare wood, but we do have to scuff it up enough that the new primer and paint bond with it. And so here's how we're doing that. We're starting first with 600 grit sandpaper, okay? Once we have a sufficient scuff on that surface, we're going to go to an 800 grain. And once we get done with the 800, we're going to go to 1,000 grit. And then once we're done with 1,000, we are going to go to 1200. We're gonna go to a 1200 grit sandpaper, and this should be the finish. What we're trying to do is get the gloss off the paint and almost make it look like a matte. Like I said, the goal is not to get down to bare wood. Now, okay, now Evan is working on the 800. We finished up both top, bottom, and sides of the guitar with the 600. Now we're on to 800, and we're going across. We're going the opposite of how we went last time. You having fun, Evan? That's... Okay, so here we are about 2 hours later, and we got the sanding completely done. I don't know if the light really does justice to just how much different this looks. It's very much a matte finish now. And so we started with 600 grit sandpaper, and we worked our way all the way up to 1500 grit. So I think we have a suitable surface to start painting on. So there's some other things that I gotta do before it's really ready for paint, but I'm gonna take you through every step of the process as we go here. So please like and subscribe and share our content if you like what you're seeing. And this is just one of many videos to come, plus gun deer hunting is this coming weekend. So you'll be seeing some videos come out about that as well. So until then, God bless.